Bryn Bunny Art resubbed for 31 months and said A.
Ow, wow, 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 wow. Thank you for the resub, Breen, just as we get started. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Everyone's here and ready to wave. Oh my gosh. Let me just boot this up real quick. Okay. Hello Grayscaled, hello Cat Chow, hello Joey, hello Rack, hello Go Get Ow, hello Mike, hello 26, hello Daya, hello King, hello Da, hello Kyo, hello Hika, hello Breen, hello Nakora, hello Vagra.
Unbigo resub for 22 months and said welcome back Azzy. Looks like we have hype train.
Ow, wah, wah, wah. Hello Pebbles, hello Unbigo, hello Avon. Thank you for the sippy rack, I'll take that real quick. Unbigo, thank you for the resub. Hello other. Da, you enjoy your dinner. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, I am back from Confuzzled. I got home yesterday. And I don't have Concrete as far as I can tell. If I do, it's taking a while to kick in. So we're already back into the swing of things with some PowerWash. Fucking how? Right? Right? Look, y'all need to know that this was King's first convention, and I basically spent the entire convention with King. King, sadly, has tested positive for COVID, and was feeling terrible for the last couple of days of the con. I was snuggling the ever-loving fuck out of that kobold, and I feel fine. See, that is the power of getting a booster shot right before the convention. Lofty, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Wow. COVID is pretty much set as the new Concrete, eh? It's endemic. It ain't going anywhere. It is part of the Concrete package. You somehow got sick? Oh, go get it. You got it as well? Oh my god.
You are just built different too. For what is a kobold to dragon?
I am built different. I'm very cool. I'm very cool. King should have gotten boosters as well. The thing is, it's not that easy to get a COVID booster in the UK as far as I know. Like, I only get it because I'm immunocompromised. Ow, wow. Anyway, I've chosen to clean a food truck today because there were food trucks at the con. Yeah, I was already sick. Oh my gosh. Oh, I do not want that nozzle. So. I will begin the convention talk after the hype train. Y'all are very nice. But how has everybody been in the meantime? Because I know I've had people DMing me and saying that they don't know what to do during my usual time slot. There are other streamers, I promise. There were plenty of people on Team Fluffy who weren't at the con. Been jealous of the con goers. You had today off. You missed Snuggles. None of them have Miko. It's true. Miko is only here. Miko is an AzzyDerg stream exclusive. I'm actually the only streamer. God, Twitch really needs some help then.
But others on Team Fluffy aren't as cute as you for the most part.
Gonna have to disagree with you there, champ. Gonna have to disagree with you there. So many cuties on Team Fluffy. Fubar, good to see you. I heard that your terrible escapades are over. Congratulations on getting through it. Word on the street has it our boss was streaming too. Yeah, apparently Sushi has better things to do than to go to Confuzzled with me. Wow, right? But yes, I do hope y'all found plenty of entertainment, because plenty of entertainment was available. Glad those are over for now, Fubar. Hope you're getting some rest in. We're doing a lot of school, stress, and hopefully it's going to be done in the next week. Fingers crossed for you, Mike. It feels like one thing after another with your further education here. Plans of another one next year, possibly even 2. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Wishing you all the best. Do you want a milkshake? I'll be right over. Oh, I want milkshake. We basically lived on milkshakes for the convention. It was so good. And thank you for the shouting out, Breen. Always follow Breen. Breen is cute and lovely, and I kiss him. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
The Hive train ended at level 1 with help from 1 friends.
Hydrate, thank you, Rack. Have I checked the 5 Guides or other places in EF last year for milkshakes? No, I haven't had a milkshake at Eurofurence. That hasn't come up. If there is a 5 Guys in Hamburg, I'm actually unaware of it. I don't think I passed it. Let me get the VLC back up. That last milkshake sorted you for the coach trip. Good, good. I'm glad. TVD, good to see you. Hope you're well. I am full of milkshake. I am full of milkshake. So I will do a quick slideshow. Quick slideshow. Is the bread place we went on the final day at a station not a 5 Guys? I don't think so. Bread place we went on the final day at the station. Bread place? Do you mean the Duncan? Or the place across from the Duncan? I'm not quite sure I remember what you're talking about, 26. You want the Oreo shake from Bastard Burger again and not having to drink it in 2 minutes? Yeah. If you're streaming tomorrow, I'll let you know all about this and the rewards and whatnot. I might be streaming tomorrow. I'm actually going to be periodically peeking at my DMs. Yes, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I peeked at my DMs and got the answer I was looking for. Yes, stream tomorrow, confirmed. It's a collab, and that's why I needed to check my DMs to confirm. Otherwise, I was going to have to quickly edit up a new schedule graphic. I had everything ready, just in case. But no, the outcome I prepared for is the one that we're going for. You've been grinding out Warframe stuff, but you're upset because you require an item that's only available after you complete all the missions. That's annoying. Hope you can still get some fun out of stuff. Is Eurofurence soon? I wish it's a few months. Who with? You'll find out at the end of stream. Ooh, mysterious. Danny, good to see you. Let's go to the little slideshow. An emphasis on little because I forgot to take photos. I just forgot to take photos. I keep being in the moment like a dumbass and not taking photos. How dare I? Bap. So this is how my Confuzzle started. Oh, yeah. So I woke up bright and early at, I think, 4:30 a.m. so I could properly get ready. And noticed an email. No, I didn't notice an email. I lied. I checked in the app to make sure my train was okay. And no, it was cancelled. And they hadn't sent me any kind of notification. I just checked the itinerary and it was like, yep, cancelled. So Vinny had come over to my place the night before so we could travel together. And I had to run upstairs, which is where he was sleeping, and wake him up as fast as I could and say, hey, we gotta get the fucking train. We gotta get an earlier train or we're not gonna make our connection. The connection isn't cancelled, just the first train. Oh my god, Joey. So I had started preparing a matcha latte, which I did not get to finish making. We just had to get out. Yeah, wake the fuck up, Samurai. I never did buy Cyberpunk. Still gotta do that eventually. I digress. We get to the train station, figuring, oh, we'll ask a staff member how it works. Because I went into the TrainPal app, and it told me that if I wanted to change my ticket from the cancelled train to the earlier train that we wanted to get on, it would cost me £380. That is more than the entire journey. It would want to charge me £380 to change the first leg of the start of the journey. So,
does this make me King Miko?
Yes, it does. Enjoy Miko. Wait, no, he's sick.
No.
I hope Miko has a good immune system. So yeah. There were no staff at the station. Turns out the staff get there at 6 a.m. And when was that earlier train we wanted? 6 a.m. on the dot. So...
Cough. Cough.
Oh, fuck. I'm sure we'll deal with that later. So we just had to make a judgment call, and we got on the train. And then we got off at a couple of stops later and got on a new train. We made sure that the trains we were using were all the same provider. And by the time we got ticketed on that second train, we didn't on the first one. It was, it wasn't populated stops, so they didn't bother ticketing anyone between those. We got ticketed, and the attendant was okay with it. So we managed to make it to our original connection on time, which was Birmingham New Street to Birmingham International. Like, we just wanted to make that train because we had a non-transferable ticket. And we did! So, yeah. We did, in fact, make it to... Oh, there we go. I swapped those photos around. We made it to the convention area. Nothing you're seeing here is the actual convention area, but the general lakeside area is... it's lovely. It's lovely. That big building on the right there is the Resort World, where we bought all of our expensive meals and went to Five Guys a million times. Just beyond that big building to the right is the Crown, which is the convention's designated overflow hotel. If you don't get in the Hilton, which is where the con is hosted, you hopefully get into the Crown, which is just a walk around the lake. It's nice, it's nice. I've said a few times when it comes to Confuzzled, I like the distance. I like being a little bit separated from the hustle and bustle and not dealing with elevator con. And for the first time in 3 years, I got my own bed at the Crown. The first 2 years, they set us up with a double room that was a double bed and a sofa bed. And I always took the sofa bed out of consideration for my roommate. Oh, take care, King. Enjoy dinner. And this year we actually got 2 single beds. So I got a fucking bed. I was so excited, I took a photo of it. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. I look, the sofa beds that they have at the Crown aren't comfortable, alright? They're not comfortable. Okay, what was my next photo here? Oh yeah, we met this guy. We met this guy at the con. I'm not sure why he was here, but he's covered in bug guts, so I'm guessing there was some kind of infestation going on. Yeah, he was getting a lot of attention. A lot of attention. You know, he had all the voice lines loaded up. Like, he had his little, like, trench shovel kind of deal. It was great. It was great. A lot of people doing the Helldivers salute. Oh, this was fun. This was fun. I got this picture of my Guilmon form last year in the dealer's den. And this year, I was an example. They'd taken a picture of it and reused it as a commission example. Because last year, I got the only safe for work piece from that artist in the den. They did multiple at-con commissions, and I got the only safe for work piece. So I became the example, because everyone's so fucking horny. Thank you for the sippy. Anyway, I commissioned them for a Vor piece this year. And I'm not showing that on Twitch. So I was an example. Yay, I won't be next year. And yeah. Thus begins. I am Vorny on main. I put this slideshow too high. And yeah, now begins the food photos. Like, I otherwise just took photos of my food because I like to tease Flicky about it. This was the first Five Guys of the trip, and there were several. But this one was just after we arrived. Hi, Vinny. And hi, Meowstick. I'm gonna slide this down because we'll be talking for a little bit longer. Let's scroll that down a bit, and that should be good.
Welcome in. Melon speedruns.
Melon, welcome in. A certain Mew told you to be stinky here. Kibby? Was it Kibby? Kibby's the Mew I know. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We're just doing a little bit of a look at how my Confuzzled went this year. And we're on the food section. We're on the food section. Oh, Mew snack. That'll be it. That'll be it. Obviously, my mind immediately goes to the people I talk to on the regular, and there's only one Mew that I have in DMs, so apologies for the confusion there. So yes, we got to the convention area at about 10 a.m. and because we'd rushed out of the house for our to make up for our cancelled train, and our only connection was incredibly short, this was our breakfast. About 5 hours after we set off. And yeah, we were orders 2 and 3 at the Five Guys right after it opened. And we had the fortune of just order number 1 walking up to us and asking what was going on because they were seeing furry stuff in the area. So yeah, it happens every time. Every year, I am among the people being asked, what's going on? What's with the animal costumes? Hi, Sunio. Hope you're well. So yeah, got a burger and fries. I was very happy. And yeah, again, this is all food photos from now. There is... How was the burger? Excellent. Five Guys does good burgers. At least they do at the Resort World. And yet, there is a somewhat full English that I had for my first breakfast at the Crown. Unlike previous years, they didn't have black pudding. They've taken it off the menu. Very disappointed, but otherwise, day after day, I was getting what I could of a full English with a cappuccino. And then, this is how much I eat at cons. This is how much I eat at cons. After I finish my full English and my coffee, I go and get cereal and tea. So yeah, it was my appetizer 26. I then loaded up a bowl with either Special K or Weetabix, and then I'd spoon in some mixed nuts, because they had mixed nuts on offer in the breakfast area, so I just spooned mixed nuts into my cereal, because nuts are expensive, alright? Nuts are expensive and delicious, so I have them with my cereal. So yeah, that was basically every day. There is the £35 bento box that Vagra just mentioned. I got one last year, I got one this year. Just, oh my gosh. I love these things. You get your miso soup, your jasmine rice, a nice soy dip, Japanese pickles, I believe it's ginger, and something else I don't actually know of, but they're good. You get some chicken katsu, you get some tempura shrimp, you get some gyoza, you get some sushi. It's delicious. It's delicious. You do not order it more than once, because it is also a place that makes you pay a gratuity. Not that kind of sushi, but we do love that sushi. Yeah, they make you pay a 10% gratuity automatically. The UK is not somewhere where we have tipping culture, but over here they were charging an extra 10% automatically. So it is actually a £38.50 bento box. And of course, I got a drink with it, so this was a £44 meal by the end of it. Yeah, you don't do that more than once. You do not do that more than once. Very tasty, though. This was my trip to Las Iguanas, which is a Mexican joint. Hi, Jola, good to see you. I got some loaded, I believe, pulled pork nachos and some chicken tacos. You don't think you saw the Las Iguanas, Go Getter? It was next to Zizzy, if you remember Zizzy. It was to the left of Zizzy, beyond the toilet corridor, of course. And yeah, it's just a Mexican joint. It was rather busy, but we got food in reasonable time, and it was very nice. We were gonna go there, but they weren't doing food anymore. Yeah, that's the thing. Some of the fucking restaurants just seem to not want people there half the time. It was very strange. That is a bowl of Thai pho, which we got at the Vietnamese street kitchen. So that was steak cooked rare in a bowl of pho, and it was very good. I demolished that bowl. I really did demolish it. It did not last long. Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. This was one of the best things I actually had. There were always food trucks outside the main con hotel, outside the Hilton. And one of the ones that didn't show up in other years, but did this year, was an Indian loaded fries truck. So this was fries with a masala seasoning, which I had topped up with a paneer tikka. So like those big hunks are paneer cheese. And it was delicious. Like, this was so fucking good. I absolutely demolished these, and I made Flicky jealous, and oh my gosh. You got the paneer as well, Vagra. So good, right? Like, the meat options, yeah, whatever. The meat options are whatever. I love paneer. Like, I am happy to go for a veggie option if it's paneer. Fucking love it. How many times has Flicky imploded? Many, many. For those unfamiliar, paneer is an Indian cheese that does not melt with heat. So you fry off each side of this cheese and just have it with, like, in a curry, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's just a nice mellow cheese in big old chunks. Love it, love it. Now you may be thinking, oh, Azzy, that looks like a good pizza. That looks like a good pizza. It was. It was the worst meal I had this entire convention. Yeah. So. It was table 26. Mike, thank you for the 7 streak. So, what you have here is a Romana pizza from a Pizza Express. I got the Duo Romana. So, half of it is a Padana pizza, one of it is a Burnt Barbecue Ends pizza. We went there on the 26th of May. We got placed at table 26, and we received the worst service that we had at any point during the event. Annie was with us, Annalou Starkett, and it was Annie's final meal with us. The next morning, Annie would in fact fly back to the US, the first of our group to leave. And we wanted to get a meal in before any evening events. There's Annie. Annie's going to stream again eventually. Follow Annie if you're not. Fellow member of Team Fluffy. So, all we wanted to do was finish up before the director's night at the musicals. I am friends with one of the directors, and he wanted me to attend. So I was like, okay, I will. So we tried to go to Zizzy, which is an Italian place, and they told us that they were only accepting bookings at that moment. I do not know when they pick these moments, but over the course of 3 years, I have never been to Zizzy. Vinny went there for a pizza on his own and got served. Not a problem. But we go as a group of 6, and they're only accepting bookings. So we go downstairs in the Resort World to the Pizza Express, and they tell us we're busy, and we have a 30-minute wait on food. 30 minutes was fine. We had each other to talk to. 30 minutes was fine. We just needed a meal before the rest of the events, and so Annie could get some group photos and such. We didn't get our food for over an hour. There were kids screaming and crying. People were being seated and served after we arrived. All Annie ordered was 2 starters, and they only brought over one of those starters. We asked to split the bill as soon as we got there, and when they brought us the bill, it was one full bill, and they argued with us about whether or not we could split it with them. Before they brought the bill, they had the audacity to ask if we wanted desserts after they had made us wait over an hour. It was awful. It was awful. We rushed out as fast as we could so we could goddamn get to the musical event late. We are like those of us who were attending Night at the Musicals. We got there late, and it wouldn't have happened if they hadn't taken so long to get us our fucking food. It was abysmal, just terrible. So other people apparently went to the Pizza Express and had a fine time. There, Vinny just said as much. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. It was the worst experience I've had in 3 years of Confuzzled. That Pizza Express fucked up our plans super hard. All Annie got to have was 1 starter. Because, yeah, no, we didn't, wait for them to bring out the second. Annie was pissed. Annie just said, no, take the other starter off the bill. I don't want it anymore. The pizza was good. The pizza itself was great. The service was terrible. This, however... yeah, this was the last full meal that I had at Confuzzled. It was just a nice California roll. Just a nice California roll with a pot of green tea. It was delicious. Absolutely delicious. That was at the same place where I got the bento box. We went back.
Scribble Kidart resubbed for 13 months and said
Hi, Scribble. Hi, Scribble. Hope you're well. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for the resub. Chat, I think I like Scribble. And let's see. There was the very last thing I had, period. While we were waiting for our train, I got a banh mi. There were cold cuts, there was pork belly, there were veggies and chilies, and oh my god. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. And like, no joke, this was also the cheapest meal that I got during the entire convention. That came in under £9, which for convention food is really low. Like, it was a nice hearty lunch. Like, I would have paid more than double if I wanted something at Five Guys that would fill the same amount of space. Oh, and that is the whole thing. That is the whole thing. Right, let me move this aside. There we go. There we go. We can get back to cleaning and chatting. Again, I didn't take many photos. It was mostly just food pictures to make Flicky feel emotions. That puppy do be barking. Hi, Joey. Ah, wah, 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 wah. Pretty much all your photos were of fursuiters. I got a couple like that, but then I didn't know if they'd want their pictures showed on stream, so I didn't include them. 2 days ago, you talked with a friend about having to mow your lawn with your electric lawnmower and how it doesn't run with a battery, but with an extension cord. You have to plug into the mower into an outlet. You made jokes about how it was clearly designed by Big Extension to sell more extension cords, and you chuckled as you mentioned you used the lawnmower for years without accidentally running over the cord and slicing it. Anyways, guess what I did today? Fuck! The Fates do not like you, Danny. I'm sorry that happened. How was it for the first-time con-goers? Well, I know it was King's first con and Annie's first con. Hopefully Annie can make it to the stream to say how they felt about it. Oh, it was yours as well, Go-Getter? Then yeah. How did you enjoy it as a first con experience? I'm glad we have someone here who can give that perspective. Because obviously King had to dash away and Annie isn't here. What? Hi, Mox. Hope you're well. Dinner's order gonna knob big food soon. Hope you enjoy that, Vagra. You loved it was super nice. Hanging out with the cuties was great. I'm glad Go-Getter. Mox, you didn't have to do that. Thank you for the 1,000 bitties. It is very, very much appreciated. Everything from the upcoming Twitch payout, from all of, like, everything I got in May, is going to go a long way to making up for, I spent a lot at the con. I spent a lot at the con. I need to recuperate. I very much need to recuperate. But yeah, Go-Getter, it was lovely seeing you there. I'm glad you had a good con. With how much stuff you actually had, like in terms of badges and all that, I didn't think it was your first con. I thought you were a few cons deep already. Hi, Washi. Good to see you. The food ate your wallet. Oh, the food very much ate my wallet. The dealer's den ate my wallet. I know people who spent more than me, but good gosh, I spend a lot. I had to top up my account a few times. Now, in my defense, it was, partially because I saw, like, stuff supporting trans charities and I paid more than I had to. But I also just spent it on tat as well. Above 300 quid? I spent about 900 quid this con. Just, you know, at the event, not counting hotels or transport or any of that stuff. About 900. So between food and the dealer's den and tragedies. When I say tragedies, don't worry, it's nothing major. 700 for you. Yeah, cons are expensive. And I mean, one of the running jokes this convention that was referenced as we were starting was a fish finger sandwich costs how much? Because the convention hotel has its own restaurant service, and they were selling a fish finger sandwich for £17.50, I believe it was. So 2 slices of bread with a dollop of tartar sauce and a few fish fingers. £17.50. Yeah. It is not a cheap convention for food and such. And chips, you think, oh, and chips, okay, that's something else, I guess. But yeah, I think the equivalent in dollars nowadays would be something in the $25, $30 range. It's not good. Not good. Sorry, $26 to $30 range. Just expensive. Expensive. And what didn't help was that I was trying to start a tradition. As in, I was telling people this is tradition when it was in fact something I just made up. And it was that no matter where we went to eat for dinner, we went to Five Guys and got one of their milkshakes for dessert. I pitched it as a tradition. I just made it up because I really like Five Guys shakes. And by pitching it as a tradition, I got to easily persuade people to follow me. They're delicious. They're fucking delicious. I love them. It will be a tradition after this. You wanted to try the bacon shake, but they'd run out of bacon. Only when you went there, Vagra. After that point, I got multiple bacon shakes. I'm very sorry they ran out just for you. Mox, thank you for the streak. I appreciate it. Anyway, you got a cheeseburger and then we saw your group come in? Yeah. Yeah. We were there a lot. I figured that I would go ahead and give you a free show and tell. Now, you might be thinking, Azzy, you're so generous, you're so amazing. No, I just forgot to enable show and tell, and I can't be bothered to go into mix it up, so I'm just going to do a free show and tell. I'm just scrambling to make up for it. What? Yeah, I figured I'd do a bit of a longer show and tell with a few items, just because, you know, this is the recap stream. Let's see. How does my stuff work again? There's nothing to work out. My camera's on. So, first things first. The badge. This is the badge I went with this year, kindly drawn by our very own Scribble. That's camera. That's why it looks so much like me down here. Hi, Annie. There he is. Is that a hi again, Jolla, or is that you need to go eepy? Is that a goodbye wave? Oh, we waving at the badge. Okay, hi. On top of this being from Scribble, this was printed and laminated by our very own Nikki, Pospal, who very kindly printed this, laminated this, and included it in my Kobold mail, and also threw this on the back to send people to my socials in case it was lost. It wasn't lost, I kept it. But yeah, big thank you to Nikki for helping me with that. I don't own a printer, nor am I near any print shops. Next, we have, whoops. We have this little thing, this gay pride, badge. Hi, Vex. I'm glad I can help with the post-con depression. It's good to see ya. Vex was there as well. Yeah, so there is just a table at the convention where people can just put stuff. And that stuff is for taking. So I took this. There is no further story. Thank you for listening.
Rabbit season.
Oh, bye, Jag. I do, of course, have the actual badge there. My number was 1226. A lot of 26s this con. And yeah, I was a sponsor because I very much want to support the convention. And I got cool stuff for it. Only one of those things I'll be showing off today. I bought this from the den for my lanyard. It's just a little Moogle. It's just a little sewn together Moogle. Look at him. Look at this motherfucker. I love him. I love him. And then there are badges, like pin badges that I, not pin badges. No, pin badges are like the little enamel pins that go stab. No, are these pin badges? I forget terminology. Anyway, I usually get a bunch of stuff for like he, him, and all that. And I did it again this time. So, first up, we have he, him. Why did I buy this? Because I never actually take these things off my lanyard. I keep the lanyards as they are with everything attached, so I have an excuse to support more dealers. So this dealer hadn't been at previous cons, so I bought a he, him off that dealer for this specific lanyard. I also got just a silly little guy. It's basically how I introduce myself after a raid. And, we don't need to talk. God damn it. You can't silence me. No, I'm on camera. You can't silence me. You can't. Did I get one of the party animal badges? I did not. I did not. Thing is, Oh, I'm not. You are. Those particular badges were 4 for 3. There was an offer, so I wanted 3 of them, and I could just get. Lapel pin sounds right. Lapel pin sounds right, Mew. I could just get any other one for free. But none of them really matched with me. You know, there was stuff implying being dominating and being in control, and that's not me. But I found the perfect one to get for free. That's right, everyone. I'm a badge owner. I have like 4 badges, including this one. I don't know. I loved seeing that. It made me giggle. I chose it as my 4th. So yeah, that is the camera. That is my lanyard for this particular con. You want to take a picture, but your phone was dead. It was a deer pinned to the wall by a big dragon belly. That does sound fun. That does sound fun. Right. The next thing I will show off.
Azzy.
Oh shit, I'm dropping stuff.
Silly little guy. Badge owner. These are some very interesting skills you put on your resume.
True. Yes, my resume. So naturally, every con has a con book. And as a sponsor, I get the hardback one. So this is the con book for sponsors for this year's convention. Mel Goes to Fashion Week being the theme. Very much looking like a fucking Vogue magazine. And I haven't actually opened this yet. I'm really bad at reading con books. Is this black as well? Ah, there we go. There we go. And it's just a very, very fun con book telling you all about the convention and the events and the guests of honor. And oh, look at that. That's a sticker sheet of little outfits and wigs and stuff like that. I wonder when then they'll be relevant.
Accent equi. Accent
True.
grave. Accent circumflexy.
Thank you, Miko. Yeah, so love a con book. Got all the schedule printed in it. Stuff about all the events. They're cool. And I believe on the back page, you have a few little Mel poses that you can put those stickers on. They integrated the theme into the con book in an interactive way. I didn't bother, but it was cute. It was cute. Whoops. Ah. So yeah, good con book. I like it. Although, you know, I'm a bit of a hoarder, and so I like to get the hardback and the paperback. And every other year you've been able to go to the con store and purchase the paperback version of the con book. They didn't have any this year. None. None at all. So this is the year that I do not have the paperback version, and that is going to annoy me greatly. So yeah, I have the superior one, but now it's just the only one without a matching partner. God damn it. Right, what have we got next? What have we got next? Ah! I like fridge magnets. You managed to get a payer? What is a payer, Annie? Oh, a paperback? I know you got a paperback, Annie. You were... No, wait, you were a sponsor. How the fuck did you get a paperback? You give me the inferior one next time we meet. You don't have to. It's still a nice piece of memorabilia. I wouldn't want to take that from anyone. But yeah, I'm confused, Annie. How did you get one? Did you just get both in your bag? Because you're a resident staff member? You're not a resident staff member, though. Annie kept being asked staff questions. People thought Annie was a member of staff. And, like, this wasn't a one-off. It kept happening. When Annie went, and correct me if I'm wrong and just misremembering Annie, but when Annie started traveling home, they got asked questions at the airport. Like, as if they worked at the airport. They just, yeah. And even staff were asking Annie questions. Apparently Annie just looks like a staff member. So, like, I get asked what's going on around here from people who don't know what the con is, and Annie just gets asked con-specific details from attendees and other staff. Yeah, Annie has person who works here energy, apparently. It's great. It's great. So, I'm showing off some things that I just want to get placed around my house right now instead of keeping them off to the side for show and tells. So, I got a little mushroom fridge magnet. Look at this. Look at this little motherfucker. Look at this cute mushroom. I like mushrooms. I like mushrooms. They're very cool. You cannot kill them in a way that matters. And I don't know, it's just really nice and detailed. Like, this is actual, like, fuzzy grass that you'd see on, like, the base of a tabletop miniature.
Looks like a fun guy.
Yeah, it looks like a fun guy. I'm gonna put it on my fridge, and I like it. Is it plastic? It is not plastic. I think it's like a resin? I'm not sure, like, but it is a nice thing. It is a nice thing. There's an actual mushroom with a magnet taped on it. Don't eat it. I'll show you. I'll show you. But they had a a 2 for a reduced price deal. So I also got this little guy because it has a happy snail on it. What a duo. They're my friends now. They're my friends now. They will go on my fridge. Those look handmade. Apparently they are. Apparently they are. You love that snail forever, right? He's precious. It's just a little friend. So yeah, those will be going on my fridge after this stream. And then the final item I want to show off, I'm showing off because it comes with an extra story. And it is this chainmail bracelet. Oh, thank you for the sippy rack. So yeah, oh my god. No, Annie. No, I didn't. Spoilers. So, there was a little stand selling chainmail goodies. And I'm not one for accessories, but a little Ace pride, because, you know, I'm demisexual, it falls under the Ace umbrella. These just looked really nice. And so I purchased one of these that had little magnets at the end. So it was like an amazing fidget toy. It just snaps closed, pulls open, and I just like to click around with the ends. Upon wearing it, I felt really good. I'm not one for accessorizing, but I really liked wearing it, and I was very happy. Oh, you take care, Mike. Thanks for being here. And so, obviously, sometime after being seated at Pizza Express, remember the worst dining experience ever, I lost it. I didn't realize until I got back to my hotel room that night that I didn't have it anymore. And I was devastated. I was devastated because I really liked that chain. So I contacted, you know, no, this guy, I'm giving a shout out. I'm giving a shout out. I need to, not a Twitch shout out. But yeah, I need to, give credit right here. Just getting the name. Dragonsmith Chains. Dragonsmith Chains is the, creator of these particular pieces. They had different colors, you know, there were trans chains and there were gay chains. I threw him an email basically saying what happened. And even though the dealer's den was closed for the final time, he said he was still at the con, he still had a couple of Ace chains left, and if I was okay having, like, this kind of little clasp instead of the magnets, he would be able to get hold of one for me. So I met up with him, and I was able to purchase at a discount a replacement chain. So mad props to, I said Dragonsmith chain, didn't I? Yeah, Dragonsmith chains. It is very good metalwork. I really like this. I do wish I still had my magnet one, but it didn't show up at ConOps or anything. I like this chain. I probably should have put it on before the stream, but I'm silly. I'm silly. So there is your extended free show and tell. You need to ask about Pizza Express what happened. I did explain it at length, Mox, but the gist is they warned us about a 30-minute wait for food. It was over an hour wait for food. The staff were rude. They told us that we could split the bill, but then didn't bring us a split bill and argued with us when we asked why. They tried to sell us dessert when we were clearly very upset with them. They were seating other people and feeding them before getting to our orders. Yeah, we were there for a total of 2 hours. And it caused some of us to miss events entirely, and some of us to be late for events that we had plenty of time to make it to. Yeah, no, the Pizza Express was garbage. I have never seen... Oh, and yeah, they forgot some of the food as well. We got it taken off the bill, but they did forget some of the food. Specifically, Annie's food on his last meal of the convention before heading home. Yeah, don't... If you ask me, don't go to the Pizza Express. It was quite frankly embarrassing level of service. Yeah, it was nice to spend time with everyone. But God, could we have disbanded a little bit earlier and done other stuff? Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, and yeah, I elaborated on it more earlier, but like, a lot of children. A lot of children in the place making a lot of noise. Your luggage decided to spend an extra in Europe again. I did read the post, yeah, Vex. I hope that reaches you soon. That is very annoying. Oh, wow, wow. So much crying the COD or Pizza Express. Yeah, Pizza Express. Like, I can't speak for anyone else, but I did not shed a tear at the convention this year, which is in stark contrast to my first convention. My first convention, I bawled when it started to reach its end. Like, my first convention was life-changing, and I was feeling it. But now I'm 8 conventions in. 7 if you don't count Kobold Con, since that's more of a gathering of friends. But 7 or 8 conventions in, depending on your definitions, and I'm just like, yeah, cool, see you later. I'm used to it by now. The post-con depression era has kind of just ended for me. Damn it, Annie. Like, I did sort of reach a point where I wondered if the cons were just getting worse. Like, I wasn't crying because I wasn't as attached to maybe the people going there or, like, the time I had. But, like, at this point, I figured out that NFC is my favorite convention, and NFC ain't doing anything to me in the crying department. So, yeah, it's just that I'm getting used to it. Hi, Noodle. Oh, enjoy your EP, Jola. Ah, wah, 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 wah. Las Vegas FurCon. What?
Ket is trying to be healthy post-con, so hop in like a good meal.
I ain't healthy right now. Chat, I put on, no joke, about 6 kilograms during that convention. It was a lot of weight. It was a lot of weight. Well, I'm making sure I haven't missed anything. Your favorite con's EF so far, but you want to try NFC? I'm convinced that you'll prefer it. It is just in a much better area with much more affordable, like, food prices, incredibly walkable. The location is excellent. All of the local businesses love the furries. You only put on like 2.5 kilos, but you ate so much breakfast. I did eat so much breakfast. And yeah, no, NFC's incredible. it will be very hard to top NFC. Is there a Pizza Express there? I do not believe so. I do not believe so. You appreciate me using kilos and not the foot fetish units? Jesus Christ. It'll give you a similar experience. Yes, the KFC we went to in Malmo was not great. It was not great. Something felt very off about that food, and it took longer than it should have. But thankfully, there were a million other options, and believe me, the Pizza Express we went to was way worse than the KFC we went to. But there are so many little local pizza places in Malmo that are far better than Pizza Express. Ooh, that is really, really stuck on that. Let's, three-way nozzle that. Oh, yeah, that's better. Get the sinks. Wait, they're not sinks. Fryers. They're fryers. Oh. Popeyes anywhere beats KFC everywhere. Well, there are only a few Popeyes in the UK, and I have never been in range of one. Oh. Think you can ask Russet about Confuzzled helping with their new staff members' plane tickets? Well, no, because something I didn't mention was, as part of the closing ceremony, Director Russet has, in fact, stepped down. He is retiring from being director and just lowering himself to being a member of the finance team. So he'll be a little more free to enjoy cons as an attendee in future, rather than somebody who is constantly busy. Russet is the director? Yeah, Confuzzled has 3 directors, and Russet has been one of them for the past 6 years. But is now getting a overdue retirement. Staff for 12 years, director for 6. You thought he was one of the managers, not one of the directors? I mean, official title is director, but you kind of manage the convention. But nah, yeah. He's one of the 3 directors, the head honchos, if you will, and has done an excellent job for a long time. What was the first thing he did as a director again? Cancel the convention! Russet's first Confuzzled was, in fact, in 2020. So, yeah, that was the year that the convention couldn't happen. And then his second one as director was 2021, which was also cancelled. Russet had a rough transition into being a director. But yeah, the convention survived, and he did 4 very successful conventions. That was what I was going for, Noodle. I'm glad you figured it out. Yeah.
One could also say he had an easy start to being a director.
Oh, by no means. He did tell the story of having to manually process over 2,000 refunds for, I believe, the 2021 convention, which they thought was going to go ahead until it wasn't. And apparently there was like a verification code they needed to manually type in for each individual refund. So they just had to sit around and, yeah. 2,000 refunds. Wow. Oh, sippy. Wish you could go to cons, but now you don't even know if you can go to Kobold Con. I hope you can manage. They are absolutely delightful. Of course, you know, money and time is a big factor, but God, they're good. God, they're good. My life is basically the wait until the next convention. I live at furry conventions. I merely exist in the space between. You know, that's how it feels. Because they are the space where I get to be unabashedly myself in person. Ugh, this burger is hard to clean. I hope you can figure things out, Noodle, because, yeah, I couldn't imagine giving up my conventions for any reason. What are we cleaning? A food truck! Muck and hamburgers. If I ever make it to Oxford, you'll treat me to Popeyes. Sounds good, go-getter. Sounds good. I don't know why I'd ever be in Oxford, but I'll keep it in mind if I happen to be there for some strange reason. Oh. God, there's some weirdness going on here. Maybe I just need a different nozzle. Come on, burger fillings. Come on.
Let it be known.
There we go.
AzzyDerg is frigging adorable in person
What
and
the
even
fuck?
cuter when he tries to look away while being flustered.
Hey! I was very good about not getting flustered. Did I beat the campaign? I did, Washy, I did. So we're starting to play specials and extras. So this is, I believe, Muckingham Files Part 1. Which I decided to play primarily because the final Muckingham Files released minutes before I started this stream. What are we missing? What are we missing? Oop. Bit of stuff there. Mirror needs a bit of a clean. There we go. Yeah, King and Vitae got flustered a lot. Oh well. Credits theme brings a tear to your eyes. I skipped it because chat couldn't tell me in time whether or not it was a proper licensed track. So we got a good amount into it, but then I skipped the end. It was also very loud, like it wasn't balanced at all, so that helped encourage me to get rid. Cab body front, that. There we go. Oh. If I listen to it again, it would be because I buy the single on Steam. Words. Oh, yes. While I remember, we are still putting together the Fallout tribute album in order to raise money for Spelker's eye surgery. That is the contents of the pinned message right now. Several donations did come in while I was at the convention, and I very much thank you all. We hit 60%, so in the announcements channel of the Discord, there is currently King and Court's rendition of I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. And I've set out the next few goals, being that at 65%, I will record a new song for the album. At 70%, Joey will release Ring of Fire. It did a very good job at it. And then at 75%, we will have Dutcher releasing Big Iron. I'm going to sing The Circle from Strive. Sadly, none of the Guilty Gear songs are in Fallout. without mods. So there will be no Guilty Gear songs in the Fallout album. But goddamn, I would very much like to do some Guilty Gear songs at some point, because they're fun to sing. Oh, it must be the top, huh? Oh, no. We got a little bit there. There we go. Rear wheel arches. You see Guilty Gear stuff is on sale? Yes, Guilty Gear stuff is on sale to celebrate the release, the end of the anime and the release of Unica, who is quite the fucking character, let me tell you. Cobalt Con karaoke, that would unironically be very fun. Do my very own Live Aid. I do not know what that is, but I'll roll with it. Okay, what window are we missing? That one. Got it. Oh, it was this one. Okay. There we go. Oh, whoa. Back to the lab. Enjoy the lab, Washi, or, you know, tolerate the lab. You've got this. You read that a hitman is free right now. I am unaware of this. I do not think it'll affect me, because I'm pretty sure I own everything. But yeah. Woman wishes into a hardware store says, "Can I have a mousetrap, please? And will you be quick? I've got a bus to catch." Sorry, ma'am. We don't sell them that big. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good. Noodle? Copy that. Goddamn. Okay, truck looks amazing. Thank you, I think so too. Let's do a satellite dish. Bap. I think I own everything I do. Yeah, I just own everything. It's all mine. It's all mine. You? Mine. Might be looked down upon, but mine. Oh, this is fucking big. Do I at least have this nozzle? Let's make it shine. PowerWash Fallout crossover when? They could probably pull that off. Well, I think it's iffy because the newest DLC release, I do in fact own that Hitman, thank you for letting me know. The newest DLC release is written as if this is like the end of PowerWash DLC. Like, this is the last Muckingham Files update, they are wrapping up support for PowerWash 1. Anything in future will be in PowerWash 2. That's how it read. I did previously state that I felt like they might do a house flipper situation, where both this, like the first one and the second one, get updates concurrently, but that might just not be the case. I could be wrong, again, I'm just sort of reading between the lines, but it really does look like they're done with this. But I am very much in favor of PowerWash Sim 2, since we did learn that this is the developers breaking free of their agreement with Square Enix and pursuing the future of the franchise by themselves. So I'm not sure how they're going to do without Square Enix's backing when it comes to big name crossovers. But I'd like to think they can still manage some fun stuff. PowerWash is Square Enix? It is. Square Enix are the publishers of PowerWash Simulator. Whereas PowerWash Simulator 2, the developers are, I believe, self-publishing. Hi, Flicky. Fucking love this bird, actually. How you doing? Hi, Drayson. How you doing? You didn't expect me to stream today? Neither did I. I thought I'd be taking a few days, but I felt the call of the stream. I wanted to be back in business. I don't seem to have concrud, so I don't really need that much time off. Noodle, I did post that I'd stream today. I just did it in my Discord. In my announcements channel. Earlier today. Ow, wah, wah. Ow, wah, wah. So, no schedule? Yes. Because, I whipped up the schedule on very short notice. Whoop. And did not have enough time to get it posted everywhere. Ow, wah, 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 wah. Ow, wah, 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 wah. I will be posting it after this stream, of course. You know, get some food on the go and get that posted up. Hi, Derg Lover, good to see you. But yes, the natural conclusion of the charity album talk is, of course, me saying that if you have maybe recently been paid, if you could consider donating to Spelka's coffee fundraiser, it would be massively appreciated by both myself and I'm sure Spelka, because these surgeries are the only way that she will not go completely blind. It is a degenerative condition. If not dealt with, it is a guarantee that she will lose her eyesight. And as an artist and a game developer and a composer, that is going to severely limit her ability to do what she loves and follow her passions. As well as, you know, look at cool things. You know, sight is kind of important. Sight is kind of important. Kokiri, no! Ow, wow, 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 wow. Good to see you, Kokiri. Hope you got home safe after the convention. And Shredder, good to see you as well. I am doing fine. I am just chatting about the convention and other stuff related to the channel and what we're doing. It is nice to be back. It is nice to be back. So yes, again, the more money we raise for Spelka's surgeries, the more songs we are going to release for our little charity album. With 100% meaning a full release of everything on the album, all packaged together for your amusement. Road was long, but you're home safely. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. I did get to meet the French chicken. We did in fact. Oh, for fuck's sake! Rebecca,
120.
Rebecca, how do you afford this shit? Rebecca, I appreciate the 5 gift subs. It is good to see you. Ow, wow, 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 wow. You might have missed the con talk. How was Confuzzled? It was a very good time, Drayson. I met a lot of lovely people, both old and new. Got a lot of cool stuff at the dealer's den. And ate enough food that I'm up 6 kilograms from before I went to the con. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Had to make up for lost time. Well, I do appreciate, but of course, keep looking out for yourself while you do so. As he is calling you, I am calling you Old Vex. What are you, 300?
Flicky Burb resub
something like that.
29 months.
Ah, Flicky, thank you for the Prime sub. Very, very much appreciate it. Love this fucking bird. Ow, 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 ow. Gotta snooze soon. I hope you rest well, Shredder. Take care of yourself. Full disclosure, Vex is younger than me. But But with Flicky coming up, I will remind you that as part of the charity album, we do have a song from Flicky that is already recorded and ready for release. We just need to decide what milestone to set it at. And it is amazing. I keep saying it every time I bring it up. Flicky's song is so fucking good. And y'all will love it. Y'all just gotta hit these milestones and we'll eventually release it. Fair enough, Shredder, fair enough. Whenever you do leave, I hope you rest well, though. Awawa. When do you get Flicky? It hasn't been discussed yet. It hasn't been discussed yet. Some of the songs that get recorded won't be released until we hit 100%, you know? Like, the full album release isn't going to be a case of, oh, this will be the final song, you will hear one more song. No, there will be multiple songs locked behind the 100% album release. We want that incentive to actually, you know, fully pay for the surgeries. I think that is more than reasonable. Hello, Zri. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, like, we have actual musicians behind this album at this point, like, doing their own contributions, and that is so cool. So, as well as amateurs just doing their best for Spelka, you will get some stuff that is going to sound incredible. You napped, it's time to kill time before your fancy dinner with your parents to celebrate the internship. I hope that dinner is really good, Rebecca. Don't go to Pizza Express. I don't think you'll even have Pizza Express, but don't go to Pizza Express. Mech Nexus, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Shredder, I was just talking about a charity album that is being recorded, you know, many music tracks compiled together, and myself and several members of the community have been putting together music to try to raise money for a friend's surgery. It is in the pinned post at the top of the stream. What's a Pizza Express? A chain restaurant. It's in the UK. I'm not sure where else it might be. And I just had the worst dining experience, possibly of my life, at the Pizza Express in the Confuzzled area. It sucked. How many bits to have Flicky sing one more song? No bits. No bits at all. This is for a fundraiser. Bits do not help Spelka. But yeah, as of right now, only I will be performing multiple songs. If that changes, I'll let people know. Yeah, no, of course, Go Getter. Not everyone will have money to spend on it, but I'm gonna keep talking about it for the people who might. Because again, Spelka is my friend, and I do not want my friend to go blind. If I want another from you, you'll do it after we hit 100%. Stretch goals! I will definitely think about stuff. I will definitely think about stuff. Twitch terms getting to your brain. It happens. It absolutely happens. And yeah, Nexus, it would be great to see you there. Confuzzled is a very good con. And the theme next year is musicals. I love musicals. You want to hear the Pizza Express story? I will refrain simply because I've told it twice now. Because people keep trickling in. But it will very much be in the VOD. The gist is, it was bad service. It's local to you, but you don't have anyone to go with. I understand that feeling. Going to a con alone can be really rough. You have to know plenty of people there to guarantee you'll have a good time. Oh, wow. Can confirm. Yeah, Kokiri was with us at the Pizza Express. It was bad. Yeah, thank you, 26. I will move on. Pizza Express is out with the pizza food. Would I be... Nexus, what the heck? I will say one of the events at Confuzzled, since I've just remembered that I can keep talking about it, was the Director's Night at... oh, excuse me. The Director's Night at the Musicals, which was just a little show where the directors, as well as several members of staff, would perform songs from musicals, be it movies that have songs in them, or movies that are entirely songs. Oh, much appreciated, Rebecca. I appreciate the contribution to Spelka's charity. While I did miss the opening numbers of the musical show, I did catch plenty of it. And there were some damn impressive showings. Like, you know, there were people who were more trained in singing than others. But everyone came at it with passion, and it was absolutely lovely. And, in particular, one staff member performed Bring Him Home from Les Miserables. And I cried a lot. It was beautiful. Like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Like, that was absolutely my favorite performance. There was a standing ovation that I was part of. It was so good. So fucking good. I was thrilled to have been there just for that song alone. The rest being good as well was just icing on the cake at that point. Did they bring him home? I think he remained there and performed duties as staff. Rest well, Shredder. Once again, I hope you sleep well, sweet dreams, etc., etc. Ow, 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 ow. When are they gonna bring football home? When England stopped sucking ass. If you actually have any investment as England as a football team, I offer some loose apologies. I am not a football fan. But I cannot imagine we're very good if we keep losing. Ow, wow, 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 wow. The singer, Annie, the singer. Now, I have eternally been grumpy about football because all of the fans end up being absolutely insufferable. Yeah, and you know, I'm not talking about the quiet fans who just sit at home and go, oh yay, we won. I'm talking about the ones that flood the streets and break stuff because they won, or flood the streets and break stuff because they lost. The people whose personality is football. You know the ones. You know the ones. Football riot insurance. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, it's gross behavior, and I do not condone it. Ergo, I've sort of kind of stopped condoning the existence of football. It is just so bad. Oh god, does the ramp... Yeah, the ramp wall must include the top. It doesn't? What needs cleaning? It's fucking pristine. Hi, Jag. I did have fun. Ow, wah, 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 wah. Football means to you, traffic being shite on a Saturday afternoon. Yeah.
Eats you, making me big and round.
Oh, bye, Flicky.
Nom.
Yeah, shout out to Flicky. Flicky is so good. The moment I get to meet Flicky at a con, a bird is getting cuddles, and a lot of them. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Is that a threat? It absolutely is. It was nice seeing you again as well, Kokiri. Kokiri ended up saving our ass at one point, because we decided to stream the closing ceremony from the hotel room, and for some strange reason, for the first time during the trip, my Steam Deck was just not switching into using the TV as a display. Like, no matter how much I reset it, no matter how much I, like, messed with the HDMI cable, the dock just wasn't working. But Kokiri was there, and was able to hook up his laptop. So we were actually able to watch the goddamn closing ceremony. We were genuinely out of ideas. It was really weird.
Oh God. What? Eating that bird was a mistake. He's just reciting entire scripts of TNG episodes in there.
Oh yeah, he does that.
I can't open my mouth or it'll just sound like I've got a TV running in my gullet. Help.
Can't help you now, Miko. Your greed is your downfall. Be thankful he's not doing Voyager scripts. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Clean, 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 clean. Exactly what I was thinking, Flippy. Ow, ow, ow. Fucking threshold. Fucking threshold. Clean, 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 clean. Get the top of the railing. Oh, the ramp wall got finished there. Don't know why, but I'll take it. Will not argue. The birds here are so noisy. Yeah, but we love them. We do love them. God, I'd love to recite a bunch of extra confuzzled stuff, but my schedule is so light. I do not go to many events. I went to the Vor meet. I talked with people who liked Vor. What else am I meant to say there? I met a few furries in the Vor community that I hadn't had a chance to meet before. Look, there's no point having shame over it. It's like the theme of this stream. Did anyone get eaten? Probably. I didn't see them though. The Preds can be pretty stealthy. Like whom? Fire, for one. Slimy Jaws. Damn it. The Vor meet is the only time I managed to bump into Canis Rufus. Vex, we're talking furry names. Damn it is probably a person. Does the predator or prey get to choose the condiments? That would be a matter of Mutual agreement. Ow, wah, 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 wah. And in my eyes, condiments are the coward's way out. Look, if you don't want to eat a person, don't eat a person. Like, don't mask the natural flavor. What the fuck? You got a sketch from Milo? Oh, I'm jealous. Did it happen at the Vor meet? Did the fact that I was at a different table completely screw me? If you're eating anyone's in Nando's parody... Oh my god. I did not go to the Nando's this year, and I am fine with that. It was the last day? Okay, fair enough. I saw Milo on the last day, but was, you know, clearly talking to other people, so I did not figure approaching would be in good taste. You don't interrupt someone during their goodbyes. Hi, Hectex. But every time I did interact with Milo was an absolute pleasure. They are clearly a very lovely person. Oh, we got a sketch from Z as well? I got sketches from Kokery, and I got the sketch I paid for at the dealer's den. That is my art takeaways. Ah, wah, 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 wah. I didn't get eaten. I keep surviving these Vor meets. I've done like 7 Vor meets, and I live. I always live. It sucks. Hi, Sammy. Hope you're doing well today. Kokery, it was very well drawn. Don't put yourself down. They are very good doodles. Ow, wah, 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 wah. They will be shown off at some point during a show and tell. I just don't know when. You're fairly certain you're sick. You don't remember any of the messages you sent this morning to various people. Oh dear. I hope you're not sick. You think the amount of con art goes up 10 times whenever Sparky's there? Oh, easily. Easily. But you know, I'd like art from other people. I don't have anything from Milo. I don't have anything from Z. I gotta get stuff from all these other artists, because they're cool and I like them. Ah, thank you for the stretch. And he got Azzy's crud. Potentially. Potentially. Big stretch. You've never gotten a physical sketch for an artist at the con. Maybe you should. It's not something you can really force. You know, you don't want to be the person going around and going, hey, can I get art? Because some of these artists are just going to be there to chill and not do their job, you know? It's why it's why I don't do that. Like, if they want to offer something, amazing, great, I'll take them up on it. But if they are not actively offering it, I'm not going to make them work. Oh, whoa. You're referring to the Artist Alley? Oh, so yeah, the smaller shows where they are, like, actively taking commissions. You know, I've never gotten something from an Artist Alley. Huh. Yeah, it's mostly just friends who start drawing for me. And I'm like, oh my god, what the heck? Oh, whoa. Yeah, this particular year, my biggest priority, rather than hunting down artists, was making sure that my friends who were having their first con had a good first con. Because somehow I have become a resident con expert. to these people. So I stick around, I help them with their planning and their schedules, and keep them company, show them around, make sure they eat at good places, which for future Confuzzled will mean I will not tell them to go to Pizza Express. I'm learning too. I'm learning too. Oh, wow, wow. Annie, your ability to go off and do your own thing was not a problem at all. If anything, it gave me more time to not have to worry. It's like, oh, no, and he's doing his own thing? Hey, if he's having a good time, that's great. I'll focus on other stuff. Did I mention the sketch? No, I didn't. No, that is actually a very good point, Vinny. I totally glazed over that thought. I did get a sketch during the Vor meet. What was their name? Amiko? I feel like it was Amiko. I don't have it with me right now. Oh no, of course, because we don't have the original. I only got a photo. A sketch did get drawn of me and Vinny and our friend Christina. A very, very skilled artist showed up and just sort of asked if we had ideas for a sketch. And bit by bit, it became a little Loomy sketch. Miko-chan. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, they were very cool. And absolutely rocked an amazing skirt. It was very stylish. Hi, Nilla. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, and again, that was an artist showing up and offering a sketch. I did not approach. It was very cool. It was very cool. How's it going? Going good, going good. Just, winding down after returning home from Confuzzled. And God, I slept so hard last night. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. Emiko-chan. I thought it was Emiko. Oh, thank you for the sippy scribble. Like, I certainly did stuff last night. I finished the Guilty Gear anime. I played some Guilty Gear.
Yummy mouse.
Enjoyed trying out the new character. But once I crashed, I crashed. I fell asleep so quickly. You caught yourself saying hello so often at the con, you're scared of doing it outside the con? Oh, yeah, that's a mood. Having to, adapt to regular life again, where being cute isn't considered cute. I had my own bed again. I did. And I do. I've even taken an extra nap today. Because you build up a hell of a sleep deficit at cons. You were awake for 23 hours by the time you got to your bed. Oh, yikes. Couldn't sleep on the plane. I'm the same way. I am the same way. Ow, whoa, 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 whoa. And... oh, you slept about 2 hours. That's something. That's something. We do take those. Oh, this is sort of an extension of previous talks we've had on the channel. But, people kept saying, because I've started Persona 4, you know, hey, wouldn't you be annoyed if they actually announced a remake? They haven't. But now we have voice actors talking about how they haven't, been recast for the remake that hasn't been announced yet. Fucking two VAs have confirmed that they are not being recast for it. God fucking damn it, I've started a game that's getting a remake. A long game that is getting a remake. Fuck. So, I am now officially acting out of spite. Yep, Persona 4. I am now acting out of spite and hoping that the remake sucks. I hope that by the end of it, people say, oh yeah, just play Persona 4 Golden, it's way better, they fucked up the remake. These thoughts are driven by spite, please and thank you. Ugh. Grumble, grumble. When it was deleted, it was like, yeah, this is real now. Yeah, so Yosuke and Chie are not being recast by their original English VAs. Though apparently, the Japanese cast are being recast, so who knows what's up there. Have I streamed the old Hitmans? I have not. I do not think that is something I'm going to do. Thank you for posting that sketch, Vinny. You're shy as hell and keeping your furry identity on the down low. I mean, that's entirely reasonable, Nexus. No one should ever feel forced to attend one. But I think if you end up in a position where you do want to attend one, I think you'll love it. Blood Money is fun. I have played Blood Money in my own time. It is fun. Then go? You don't have to ask my permission, Miko. Oh, what? You wish there was a con in the winter so you could hide in a big coat? Look, I'm just saying, Nordic FuzzCon happens in February, in Sweden. It's fucking cold. Did I not get the reference? No? No, I didn't. I'm scared. Well, I mean, I'm not going to click on that during stream, but I appreciate that there's a reference apparently about going to the bathroom. It's Rich's fault? Cool. A lot of stuff is Rich's fault, to be fair. Oh, what? Vex, you are a VIP. You can literally save quotes. You don't know how. It's what Drayton just did. Line. That is not efficient. Oh gosh. I think I'm gonna have to switch nozzles. What am I drawing? Nothing. Lines. Yeah, it turns out if you're not at a good angle, you don't clean much. Sadly, the three-prong nozzle is not good at flaws. You kind of need to be working with something not at an angle. these edges. Get a bit more of this ladder. Can I actually finish this ladder if I'm, like, really careful? No? No? Hey, Quill. Oh, wah, wah, wah. I do in fact be a squeaker right now. Clean, 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 clean. Gosh, I still have to figure out what next week's schedule is going to look like. I've got the rest of this week sorted, not a problem. But as of next week, I'm going to want to start picking some new games. Because we finished everything in the run-up to Confuzzled. We got to play some new games. Obviously, we're still going to get PowerWash, but I got to pick some new stuff. The Switch 2 will be launching partway through next week, and I should get mine, like, on launch. So I'll have to consider that that's an option. Probably won't be next week, but, like, shortly after. I might want to play some stuff on that. There's options. So many. Deltarune tomorrow. No, because I am not playing Deltarune. I am still very upset that this is the model they're going for. I want to play the finished game. So this, just this time, I'm not going to force myself to play Chapter 3 and 4 at launch. I'm going to wait till the game's finished. And if the internet decides to be insufferable and spoil stuff, I guess I'm just going to have a worse experience. Because I have too much going on to force myself to play a game early. With how it's going, I have a feeling that I won't stream it when it's out. It'll just be a me game. Hey, Canis Rufus. Hope you had a good trip home. And I hope you don't have Concrud. Everyone else seems to have Concrud.
Don't worry, I've got a rabbit hole for you.
Oh, bye, Jack.
No.
Kokiri! Vex, you don't have Concrud? Excellent. Excellent. You'd love to play it from the perspective of someone who hasn't played the other chapters? Well, that's the thing. I played Chapter 1. Because... oh, I'll get to that in a second. Other than the traffic, it was pretty good. You have a little bit of an itchy node, but that's all so far touches wood. Fingers crossed for you. Fingers crossed for you. I do know some people who have sadly walked away from it with COVID, as is to be expected. So far, I'm okay. But yes, I played the Chapter 1 of Deltarune because that was released as a, haha, here's a small teaser of what I'm working on. And it ended up being longer than Undertale. So yeah, that was just me finishing what I started. Chapter 2 released, and I felt incredibly pressured, so I did play it right away. But now, no, I'm done. I'm done. They're not forcing me to play it early. If the internet decides to be shit about it, the internet decides to be shit about it. I want to experience that in one complete package. So when Chapter 5, and maybe 6, I forget how many there are going to be, when they're out, I'll play the whole thing in one go by myself. More than likely. Because I have heard that some people playing Undertale and Deltarune get the most insufferable new chat members. Who are determined to spoil everything and give away secrets and all that. Deltarune is just coming out as one thing. I mean, it isn't Vex. Like, they're finally charging money for it, but there are still unreleased chapters. The most recent newsletters talk about development on chapters 5 and such. So, like, there is more. It will not be a full game. It'll be a paid game, it will not be done. Oh, wow. I'm very excited for it, but I'm not very excited for episodic stuff. You say you did play the previous ones, now it's harder for you to understand, unless I didn't care much about it. Yeah, the thing is, Jag, I felt forced to play Chapter 2 because of the internet spoiling stuff, but I wasn't in the mood to play Chapter 2. I only played Chapter 2 because I didn't want the internet to spoil all of the characters and bosses and, like, communication, you know, all the voice lines. The internet can kill the game for you if you wait to play it. And so I played Chapter 2 when I wasn't in the mood, and I feel like it hampered my enjoyment somewhat. I still enjoyed it, but I was grumpy the whole time. So this time, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna take my chances. Because I want to enjoy it as a full thing when it's out. In full. Out in full, to specify. So, whether or not I get full enjoyment of chapters 3, 4, 5, and possibly beyond, well, that's going to depend on the internet, isn't it? Oh, well. Because again, I will play it eventually. When I am good and ready to. Quite frankly, I wish that they had never released beyond Chapter 1. Give us that taste, then take however many years to fully finish it. Hi, Draggy. Hope you're doing well. Oh, wow. See, I don't know, that's just my stand. It's the same reason I don't tend to like early access games very much. You only get one first impression of a game. It's why I haven't played Cult of the Lamb yet. Because that keeps getting DLC. It's why I haven't played No Man's Sky, because they keep updating it. I want a complete first playthrough. And if development is very clearly active, I will play stuff that is complete. There are always exceptions, but by and large, those are what I stick to. No Man's Sky is 9 years old. It certainly is, and God, are they really determined to make the most of that game. Props to Hello Games. If Chapter 2 wasn't released, we'd have another Silk Song situation, probably. And, like, I don't really care for the Silk Song situation, you know? At no point have I felt like Team Cherry were, cancelling the game or hiding anything from people. I've just figured, oh, it's just going to take longer to develop then, isn't it? I think that all of the controversy that's come out from people over the game not releasing is just dumb. Like, games take a long time to develop, and sometimes you don't have enough information to update people in a reasonable way. That's just development, especially when the team is relatively small. I am sure it'll release and be fantastic. And plenty of games have released in the meantime that people could play instead. Also, I haven't finished Hollow Knight yet, so, like, they can take as long as they need as far as I'm concerned. You know, just from my perspective. Personally. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I just like a good, complete game. People are impatient. And that's their problem, you know? that is their problem. We have... there's so much good in the games industry. Just in terms of games releasing. There's amazing stuff. And while you are waiting for one game you really like, the last thing you should be doing is harassing developers. And, you know, driving conspiracy theories. Just play something else. Like, if you love Hollow Knight so much, play it a few more times. You clearly already own it. If you don't want to play Hollow Knight again, plenty of Metroidvanias. We have so many Metroidvanias that I've seen plenty of people saying they're sick of Metroidvanias. Plenty of choice. Annie, you're sick, Annie. You need a rest. Yeah, Vex, funnily enough, that won't work. Funnily enough. God damn it, Annie. Even when you're sick, you're pudding. Yeah, I definitely need to play more Metroid games and any Castlevania games. I have the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, so I can work on those at some point. And I own several of the Metroid games that I've never played. I'll get to them. Have I seen the hack that Myst made for Rich? I do not think so. I do not know who Myst is, though, so... Not off the top of my head. You're eyeing Prime 4? I'll start being excited for Prime 4 when they announce remakes of Prime... Oh, rather, remasters of Prime 2 and 3. They got me hooked with 1, but I'm not skipping the 4. I'm sure they'd love me to. It was featured on... Ah, yeah, I had heard about a mod that people were legitimately loving and saying it's one of the best mods for that game, and plenty of non-furries are playing it. I'd heard that. Prime 1 Remastered was really good. It was. And so before I jump into Prime 4, I want them to remaster the others. Otherwise, I'm skipping a big chunk of story. I have not got the full picture. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, this dish is big. This is how big Miko wishes his food dish was. Tempted to try them out on PC. Probably a good idea. I'm picky. I'm really picky. And have a huge backlog. So,
No.
I'm in no rush to play them illegitimately in any way.
No.
I'll just keep being patient. And my patience will manifest as Nintendo not selling Prime 4 to me. Until I can play the previous games.
Azzy. You're like, right here.
What the fuck? Yeah. I have the luxury of being able to be picky about the games I... Oh, shit. Ow. Did anyone get the number of that? It's not number, it's license plate. Never mind. Snorlax. Yeah, I get to be picky about the games I play because I have a lot of games. I can at any moment just choose to play something else. I could say, we're playing Guilty Gear now. I'm not going to, I'm in the middle of a PowerWash job. But I could do that. I could start up playthroughs of so many things. I don't need to rush to play the new releases. I don't need to sit around waiting for one specific game to release and hyperfixate on that. I can just do other stuff. Oh. Sorry, what's 143? Oh, whoa. Snorlax's number. Oh. Okay. I've caught up. I get you. Someone caught the number. Ow. Yeah, Annie, you just got me and you didn't realize. You really are forgetting things right now. You did the peek and the zoomy. Oh, wow. Ba. Oh my god, this dish is huge. I totally feel you about playing the same games over and over, though, Jason. I mean, it's probably not as bad with me, but there are definitely games I keep going back to when I theoretically could make progress in something new. I mean, Guilty Gear obviously comes to mind, since that's my new, oh my god, I can actually play a fighting game thing. We are approaching the 1 year mark of me getting Guilty Gear. I have not moved on, and I still get crazy Guilty Gear brains. You know, those moods where it's just like, yeah, I really want to play this right now. I need to play this right now. I'm gonna listen to all of the music and read lore and yada 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 until I can group up and play. Talk about Unica now? Yeah, so anyone who is interested in Guilty Gear at all, watch the anime Guilty Gear Dual Rulers. Because it introduces Unica, who is the new DLC character. And there is stuff about her character that is spoilers for the anime. So it is recommended you watch that on Crunchyroll or other means before you actually check out her interactions in the game. Because the version of her that is in the game is, like, timeline-wise, after the show. So, there's a warning. There's a warning. I find her to be relatively complicated at first, But I've been messing around a bit in training mode, and she is very fun. She is a fun character. With some very flashy moves that I find incredibly hype. Very versatile, good all-rounder. And I do want to practice and see if I can get good at playing her. You can still play Chrono Trigger for the millionth time. I need to play Chrono Trigger for the first time. Like, I've dipped into it over the years, but I've never, like, really committed to doing a playthrough. And believe me, I know it's prestige. I know it's meant to be one of the greatest RPGs of all time. Oop. Waiting for the HD 2D remake anytime now. God. That interpreter that got people thinking that there was a remake coming. Oh, that was not a wise decision. That was not a wise decision at all. Yeah, do not shield mode us, Eddie. We have not needed shield mode in a very long time. I can only imagine how it was for anyone who is like, you know, an exclusively Japanese speaker who might have been in the crowd. Like, imagine hearing something that was basically a nothing burger, and then the translator speaks and everyone starts cheering like there's no tomorrow. It's like, wait, what have I missed? Sorry, what? That would have been so confusing. Best you could do is a DLC for PowerWash Sim. Oh, heck yeah. I'm gonna wash all of the notable Chrono Trigger locations. Like, I haven't been there yet, and I don't know what that is. Wash the Millennial Fair. I know that one. I know that one. That's the start of the game. I'm so smart. Whew. Oops, sippy. Thank you. Couple of messages to check up on. Wow. Oh, wow. Where were we? Video games are cool, Guilty Gear is cool, I hope they keep releasing DLC for Strive. Because I'm not done with it. Like, I've reached the point where I look at my playtime stats on Steam, and, like, by no means is Strive my most played game. Not even close. It will never hit #1 or anything like that. But I keep seeing it surpass games that I absolutely adore. And part of me hurts when I notice it. Like, I have more time in Guilty Gear Strive than I do in Morrowind. I adore Morrowind. I love it so much. It is my favorite Elder Scrolls game. It is something that meant so much to me in my childhood. And it's been overtaken by a fighting game of all things that I started playing in, like, June. Just... good gosh. that being dethroned is... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, what? It is good and bad, you know? I'm happy I'm getting so much out of the game, but I also feel like there are some games it should never dethrone. I played more of it than Balatro.
No.
I believe it is approaching the levels of Killing Floor and Left 4 Dead 2 and Terraria. 17th of July. 17th of July. Thank you, Drayson. We are not quite as close to 1 year as I thought. But yeah, that's when Noodle got me the game, and that's when I started my descent into learning to play a fighting game. And you know, I'll never be an expert, but I am very happy about where I am in the game right now. And I still maintain that I'm never going to become some, like, hyper-competitive fighting game player that's constantly pushing to improve and learn combos, etc., etc. But goddamn, it is a good social game. It is something to do rather than just sit in a voice call. You sit in a voice call and beat the shit out of each other. It's good times. Oh, actually, on the subject, I did actually watch a video earlier today that is designed to teach people how to play Guilty Gear Strive over the course of one video. And it was very, very good. I feel like I should maybe post it in the gaming channel, since we have quite a few people who have, you know, only recently picked Strive up. And might still need a bit of tutoring. Might go ahead and link that. It's like a 30-minute long video that basically tells you everything you need to know. And, you know, encourages you to play a couple of matches after each, like, little lesson to grasp the thing that he just explained. It was well done. Well done. Clean, 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 clean. Ugh. Oh, shit. Oh, no, the underside needs cleaning as well. Good. You wish you could sit in VC and play a game at the same time. You can only do one or the other. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Playing games with friends is an absolute delight. I mean, it's the only way I really do multiplayer games. Because randos suck. I need to be with my friends. And the communication is part of that. Ooh, bit of that, bit of that. Come on. Can I get some from that other? Oh, yeah, there we go. Little corner there. Oh, you're not finished yet? Come on. Come on. What is with this thing? Be finished. I'm very upset with you, receiver. There we... Oh, it's this whole thing. It wasn't just that one little part. Okay, that was my bad. That was my bad. Right. I am going to take a quick bio break. Because I have been staying extra well hydrated recently. Because I wasn't at the con, and that is my bad. I will be back in just a moment. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Right. The cleaning continues. I think we'll finish the satellite before the end of the stream. I think we'll definitely get on to the next job. Good, that beam's done. Is that beam done? Yes. That one done? Yes. Still need that one. Clean, clean, clean. Good stuff. So yeah, now begins the countdown for Eurofurence. That's the next con on the docket. Wait, I don't remember whether that or KoboldCon comes first, because they both happen in September. Either way, gotta wait till September for any more con fun. Which in a way is good. Yes, very early September. Okay, that one's first then. Hi, Matteo. Good to see ya. Matteo, you should be made aware that whenever... God damn it. I'm trying to speak to Matteo, Annie. I'm trying to speak to Matteo. Ah, wah, wah. Hi, Reggie. Hope you're doing well. Matteo, at Confuzzled, every single time something bat-related would show up, you would be mentioned. Like, just so you know. Just so you know. You are like the bat that everyone brings up. And on top of that, there was even a moment when several members of the group were ordering bubble tea. And one of them, I forget who, said that they picked mango because it reminded them of Mateo. So, yeah, you thought you should know. King, you think? That would make sense. That would make sense. Like, thinking of the seat... Like, it's kind of weird, but I kind of remember the seating positions. So I have to just sort of think, what direction was I hearing this comment from? And yeah, I believe King was in that chair. Yeah. And yeah, Nilla, I can't blame you for not being at EF every year. It is expensive. Very, very expensive. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Next year, of course. That's the hope. That's the hope. I try to take these things a day at a time, or as close as possible. Right now, I can't afford anything. My convention savings are shot. Like, I mean, I previously said that I loaned out a lot of money to a family member who will not be paying me back, thus no longer making it a loan. But yeah, I am still recouping. I tried to cut down on my spends at Confuzzled, but it did not work that well. So I've got to rebuild the account in time for EF. Oh, this... Come on, what's the problem with this panel? Is it this side?
Hope you put up a better fight in my tummy, puppy.
Oh, bye, Joey.
Nom.
But yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there. I expect that when my next Twitch payout comes in, I will be able to allocate quite a bit of that to my convention funds. Which will be nice. And that is, of course, thanks to all of you being ridiculously generous on my birthday stream. So, thank you again for all of that support. I think that's the top of the dish done. Yeah, let's see if I can do these little side bits here while I have access. I'm sure it'll pay off in the end. That all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. So now the other sides. And when I eventually do the undersides, those should be completed right away. Your job's treating you well, you saved a lot of funds, you could go, but you're going to keep saving for economic reasons. And that's entirely fair. That is reasonable and smart. And I applaud you for that. I struggle to be smart with these things because, like, now that I have been to these conventions, I have a little bit of a, you know, autism thinking going on, where I'm like, well, I can't miss one now because I have set this precedent that I attend these events. I can't miss one. If I miss one, I may as well never go again. That's what my brain does. It's very, very dumb. Okay, sorry, I'm just checking if there were achievements for any of these. Food truck doesn't have anything. And this dish doesn't have anything. Yeah, satellite dish. I did spell it right. Cool. Oh, the underside of this dish is going to be terrible. Ugh. This might be yeah, that'll do it. Gonna have to move around this scaffolding quite a bit. But this is definitely gonna be the bulk of that 19% we need to do. Oh, whoa. Oh, it does clean up nicely. There we go. Oh, there's something the convention did I can talk about. They had a mystery event on the schedule called Free Shirt. And the only description that anyone got of this event was, it's a free shirt, innit? And I eventually found out that the purpose of this event was, in fact, well, it's a free shirt, innit? The convention had a whole bunch of unused shirts for multiple years, and they were taking up room in storage. So they made an event where they just gave people these plain black shirts that they had spare. It's a free shirt, innit? That's it. Were there any with 26 on it? Nope, just plain black shirts. That's all it was. You wouldn't complain because, well, it's a free shirt, innit? It's just a free shirt. Innit? And I got to benefit from it, but even though I didn't go to the event, because eventually there was just a member of staff who was lugging around a trolley full of plain black shirts, trying to give them to everybody who didn't attend the event. And, you know, they were all in large, and I'm a medium, not a large, despite my Five Guys milkshake addiction. So I just thought, plain black t-shirt, a size large, that's a pajama shirt. That's just a pajama shirt. So yeah, I took one. They were encouraging people to take multiple. Maybe I should have. You are small, 26. What's your shirt size? Hello, Retro Snake. Hope you're well. Cyrus, no! Oh! Yeah, no, it does seem that the Vinny is right. The confuzzled survey, feedback survey is out. And if you give feedback, you can potentially win a convention ticket for next year, free of charge. as well as the same for a +1. That's very cool. This is the part where I do that, hope I win, and see if I can bring Breen to the next one. I can plot and plan. I'm biased, you see. I'm biased towards my bunny. We call that right of first refusal. Small detail, you need to get Breen from Canada to here. Well, I pull him out of a hat. There aren't any more steps. Oh, whoa. Yeah, it's usually a long way from Canada, but you know, magic bunnies and all. There we go. Can I get those edges? Just about. Clean, 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 clean. Oh my god. Okay, we'll move it again. Duh. I always forget that I have the option of changing my attachment on the fly like that. I never actually do it. Let me... There we go. No. Oh, I'm just close enough. Just close enough. Good, 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 good. But yeah, returning back to that point, I enjoy that I have a free shirt now. I would show it off, but it is a plain black shirt. During the closing ceremony, they did in fact thank everybody for taking those goddamn shirts off their hands so they can put something else they're not going to use in storage instead. Oh, wah. Reshirting it. So, can I think of anything else about Confuzzled that's worth talking about? Show the shirt? I will not show the shirt. I'm just built different. Matt, who does the closing ceremony, is also the head of store, so he's the one who wanted to get rid of them. Ah, that makes sense. I like Matt. Matt told us all not to get hit by cars. I appreciate that he has our health in mind.
Are you just trying to fatten me up?
Well, he must be, because that's Flicky's second time in there.
No.
Good heavens. Yeah. In fact, the entire convention, several of us were saying, repetition leads to learning, go get hit by a car. Mats do seem to be decent people, no bias. Oh, no bias at all. No bias at all. But yes, fire alarms. Oh, God. Yeah. Well, I forgot about that because it wasn't applicable to me. But last year, there was a very unfortunate fire alarm at very late into the night that caused people to be taken outside to the evacuation point of the Hilton, some of which in full kink gear. It happened again! It happened again! Late in the evening, the Hilton fire alarm went off, sending everybody out to the evacuation point, some in full kink gear. How? How does it happen twice? Like, if it's anything like the first time, we'll be waiting a few months for a formal announcement of exactly what happened. But it did in fact happen again.
I was a Canadian cat, but I was born in Europe and I've never been to Canada.
Miko, I don't know where you're from. Good quote. Thank you, Trayson. But yeah, I feel like I was one of the first people to learn about the fire alarm who wasn't actually at the Hilton, because I was actively messaging King when suddenly it turned to, oh fuck, fire alarm. Like, the moment it went off, King messaged, oh fuck, fire alarm, before evacuating. So, there was me, comfortable in my crown room for the night, hearing about the fire alarm, and then sure enough, suddenly my blue sky started erupting with twice? Oh. Good heavens. Poor King was barefoot, in the rain. Take care, Bet Retro. You told yourself that if the alarm sounded again, you'd handle it the Brazilian way. Is that ignoring it? I feel like that would be the Brazilian way. Just like, oh, a fire alarm? Okay, yeah, who cares? No visible fire, no problem. There we go. Thought so. If someone isn't waiting at the evacuation point with a stack of blankets for the inevitable third alarm, apparently the staff did a fantastic job. Like, there were immediately people in the medical team with blankets and such. Like, you know, thermal blankets. Apparently they, like, everyone got out right as they were meant to. And everyone was back in no time. Still terrible, but I have heard the staff handled things incredibly well. So, mad props to all of the volunteers who handled that. You feel bad because you were in your car, which was in the evacuation point car park, watching YouTube. If you knew he was barefoot in the rain, you'd have told him to come over. Yeah, it is very hard to know these things in the moment, and if it was over as quickly as I've heard it was, then it would have been a very brief reprieve. Going around asking if anyone needed medical attention. Excellent, excellent. It's good, because, like, it would be very easy to, half-ass, you know, being ready for these things, because it's not going to happen twice in a row, is it? Like, a fire alarm at Confuzzled at the Hilton 2 years in a row? It's just not going to happen. But it did. It did. So, it's good that nobody had that mindset. Yeah. I'm not sure you would have managed Vex. Like, as far as I'm aware, people were being refused, like, to leave the premises whatsoever. Like, if you were in the Hilton, staff were making you stay there. I know somebody who was, in fact, not at the Hilton, hotel-wise, and was like, oh, fuck it, I'm going back to my room. And, yeah, people were being told they were not allowed to leave even if they were at a different hotel. Oh, goddammit. The people turning around before the evac point? Oh, I imagine the staff weren't very happy about that. Total number of fire alarms in the entire time at the Hilton? 2. And I've been there but not involved for both of them. I really do prefer the Crown. Like, if I like words, think before you speak, Azzy. Think before you speak. Process the words in advance. It helps. I decided before this year's room lottery that if I get a Hilton room offered to me, I will be immediately trying to trade it for a Crown room. Because I think the Crown's a great hotel, and I like having that distance from the main event. I like being able to walk away. The fact that 2 years in a row there have been evacuations kind of cements that for me, you know? To get back to any of the other hotels from the Hilton evac point, you have to walk through or around the back of the Hilton. Fair play. I mean, I don't actually know where the evac point was, just that it was in a car park, and it is a different place from last year. There's also the arseholes. Ah, the chavs. The little chavish children harassing people 3 years in a row. Now, I'm sure these are different kids every time, but in my brain, they are the same people. You know? It makes it funnier for me to imagine if it's the same kids showing up year after year and getting shooed away or having the cops called on them. You're sure they're the same ones? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like realistically there are just enough arsehole kids that it can just be different ones. Maybe they're training successors each year. But, yeah. From what I have heard, which could be totally wrong, it's all hearsay. From what I've heard, this year they actually tried to get into the Hilton, which didn't work out for them, because at that point, it's not just convention staff dealing with them, it's hotel staff. It's a private event. Non-attendees are not allowed on the premises, so the police got called and some of them were arrested. That is just what I heard. That is just what I heard. And if so, good. Funny. They were dealt with. Kids will be kids, and kids are kind of just assholes. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, how am I meant to get this angle? Like, this angle in particular seems like a real pain in the ass. If I have a stepladder, I didn't see it. Do we have any more of that grate? There clearly is some. Ah, this. Okay. I'm looking for a stepladder and seeing if I can bring it up with me. Okay, we've got my van. People have set up signs. There's probably an RV we cleaned at some point. Do I have no ladders? What's crossing here? Mike. Oh, wow. Stop spying. You're in the open now. Do I actually have no ladder? Anything in this box? No, of course there isn't, because we don't have interaction with boxes in PowerWash. Ah! I think I might need to employ the scaffolding more to clean up... Wait? No, wow, even with the extra long nozzle. Okay. I forgot about the nozzles. That's how we're handling this. Don't fall, I'm falling. Wow. That should do for that. Can we see the edges here? Not in a reasonable capacity. So, down we go. Okay, we can probably get the last little bit up there. Oh my god. The movement up scaffolding can be so janky. Ugh. Hi, Kabob. How you doing? Hello? Oh. That should do. You used to be a Cub Scout leader. Some of them aren't shit. Alas, it seems like the ones that go to the NEC area, like, universally are. It's wild. It's like there's some statistical anomalies going on. You just woke up? Well, welcome in. We've just been doing a recap stream of my time at Confuzzled. I hadn't planned to stream today. You know, so soon after the convention. But I'm feeling fine. I've been getting my little chores around the house finished. So I figured, why not? Apparently the area of Birmingham the NEC in isn't a good one. Well, I mean, it's separated from, like, any residential areas. So, like, it seems like the resort world is just sort of a prime hangout / vacation spot for people. Like, Confuzzled always falls during a bank holiday as well, so it seems like all the families bring their kids there on those dates to go shopping and go to restaurants and shit like that. But it tends to be that the hooligans that mess with the furries are, like, just in groups, so I think that those are more of the this is a hangout spot kind of people. We're just going there to fuck around and, you know, make people's lives miserable for a little bit. Like, I think I saw a bit I can clean. I don't think that worked. Come on, I'm just trying to clean the last dregs of this. How am I not on the last 3 things? Oh, there's that. Oh, come on. Okay, what do we got? Instrument tower, top rim. Oh. Wait. I think I just saw it. I did. Whether the NEC area is considered good or not, I still prefer the NEC area vastly to...
Time for a venison dinner.
Oh, bye, Mike. I still vastly prefer it to the area of Hamburg that we're in for Eurofurence. The area of Hamburg that we're in for Eurofurence is the reason it is my least favorite convention. That area takes away a lot of points for me. You like Hamburg a lot? Oh, I mean, I can only deal with so many people actively doing drugs in the streets. You might not have seen them, but I saw plenty. And, I do not like it. The drug users don't even attack you. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the venue. No, venue is wrong. I'm not a fan of the location of Eurofurence. Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, I've still had beggars and such approaching me in the actual CCH area. Definitely not as many. Oh, what? Oh, my God. What's next? Pedestal door frame. Is that down here? Wait. I saw a little something that wasn't done. Now what? Now what? There. Now what? Yeah. I don't know. For me, Hamburg just has this problem of me feeling like my life is in danger, which I do not get at the other conventions I attend. This is your favorite stage theme? The flying machine. There you go. Malmo is really nice, though. Malmo's lovely. Nothing bad to say about Malmo. Vex, I will bap you. I'm sure the birds add a lot to the stage theme. Hi, Leaf. Hope you're doing well. When EF was in Magdeburg, there was a fantastic schnitzel place nearby that put your picture on the wall if you finished the 2.5 kilo schnitzel. Oh, they had a food challenge. That's great. Good, thanks, you've been chilling. Daya, where were you staying during, EF? Because, like, whenever I wasn't in the general convention area, like whenever I went near the central station, I did feel like I was in danger. Oh, the individual poles. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna give him a little brush on the outside edges. You're playing the FF14 content and people are just bitching. Yeah, that sounds like MMO players. You stayed in the university area and that's not dangerous. You might experience someone smoking a joint. Okay, so yeah, not a problem there, but... yeah, I was near the central station in a very cheap hotel, and it was horrendous. I am more optimistic about this coming EF because I am not in that area this time. I'm paying way more than I want to for a hotel, but every cheap hotel is near the central station. I am looking at the railings. Yeah, still more that I need to clean. There's one. Oh, what? Yeah, near the central station, just not even once. I shouldn't have done it twice. Yeah. Unless plans change, I am at the Movenpick this year. And I'm more optimistic about that. It'll be quite a walk each day, but I shouldn't feel like I'm gonna die. And who knows, maybe there'll be train options. Okay, that's the last of those poles. Reflector surface, small panels. Oh, did I miss stuff up here? I did. Is this glowing? No. Just trying to figure out what I'm missing. Reflector surface trims. Yeah, so it's one of these. This one. Got it. Reflector underside trims. Which one's glowing? That one. Ugh. I'm gonna need the scaffolding. We're officially going overtime because I want to finish this goddamn satellite. And its awkward spots are especially awkward. Okay. Hatch frame is that. Can I get that cleaned from here? No, I cannot. But I know that's what it is, so let's highlight elevation assembly bearing. Okay, it's that thing. Oh, it's still a bit at the top. Understood. Got it. Try to clean the hatch. Okay, whatever, I'll leave the hatch. Control room cooling unit. What's that? Yeah. Come on.
Nom.
There we go.
Nom.
That's the instrument tower, not the... Oh, so it's here. No wonder I missed it. There we go. And yeah, Dyer, sometimes places disappear if they're fully booked. Oh. Good gosh. Good gosh. Another couple of jobs done. Next up will be the solar station. I will hydrate and stretch. Thank you, Draysand. Ugh. So. Oh, my bones. Who is ready to... Lovell radio telescope at Georgial Bank had bearings taken from the gun turrets of the World War I battleships HMS Revenge and Royal Sovereign. That is a fun fact. That is a better use for them. Who is ready to see next week's schedule? I am gonna tone down this music back to its original levels. And here we go. Wow, there's more PowerWash. Oh, I did, Umi. Thanks for joining us right at the end. Thank you to my moderators for helping out today. Thank you to Melon for following. Thank you to Rebecca for the 5 gift subs. Thank you to Breen, Flicky, King, Scribble, and Unbigo for the resubs. And thank you to Mox for the bits. Elden Ring Night Rain releases tomorrow. Or rather, it releases today. So tomorrow, I will be playing that with the guests that I am... Yeah, no, why wouldn't I announce it? I'm playing it with Breen and Scribble tomorrow. I'm playing it with Breen and Scribble. If all goes well, we'll do a testing session tonight. Just to get a handle on how the game works. And then, yeah, tomorrow we will give it a nice good go and see how it plays. Right, shall we do our first raid of my return from Confuzzled? Who do I want to bless? Who do I want to bless? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, there's so many people. There's so many cool people. Oh, I'm gonna feel bad no matter what I do here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Yeah, it is almost Sushi's birthday. He is cooking tacos on stream because that was what he fancied making close to his birthday. So yeah, everybody wish Sushi a happy almost birthday and watch that cute fluffy Derg make some nice food. Post plenty of ababababas in Sushi's chat, in text or with the emote if you have access to it. And I will see you all tomorrow for...
Sushifer just raided with 74 new friends.
Oh! Oh, this... Sushi, I was... Well, that's what I get. That's what I get. That's what I get for trying to raid into Sushi.
14 months and said hello.
That's what I
face.
get. Happy almost birthday, Sushi. I can't continue the stream. I have stuff to do. We're doing a raid train. Sushi, I hope you had a great stream. I hope you made some good fucking tacos. We're not raiding into Sushi anymore. Okay, I'm gonna check this time. I'm gonna check this time. Are you ending? You are not ending. Let's go. Joey? You know, if Nikki says Joey, we're doing Joey. Joey is a fellow member of Team Fluffy. So we'll raid into Joey. Currently playing some Illusion of Time. You are powerful, Nikki. We all love you so much. Such a sweet pal. Oh my gosh. There. Okay. Fresh raid set up. Kissing you too, Nikki. Thank you everyone who's just joined me from Sushi's raid. Let's raid into Joey Buckaroo. Looks like not everyone's being pulled in, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the link in chat for anyone to follow manually if they need to. There it is. Plenty of ababababas in Joey's chat, please. I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah, 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 ababa.